Installing. Please stand by.
All right, let's get this show on the road, shall we? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. And today for my YouTube people, I have, let me just power in a nice cup of tea for myself and enjoy this beautiful replay that has been sent to me by the lovely OpenRA community. It's apparently something I've never seen before. So, let's watch this shit, and I'm genuinely excited. Here we go.
Battle control initialized.
All right. Let's give it up for Mr. Point One, Regal admin and family man. So he's not around that much in OpenRA itself, playing games, but he's usually pretty active in the Regal Discord. So give it up for Mr. Point One, and he's going up against none other than the legendary Moods, the legendary Harvester build player. He can be pretty solid, to be fair, if he wants to. But I don't think he ever took OpenRA seriously. So right, seems like Point One is going for that double ref build, and Mood seems to be going for War Factory first. Has no pillbox ready, whereas Point One does. I find usually when I play double ref, I never queue up a pillbox ever, because I don't really feel it's needed. Because most of the time you're going to be the aggressor, and if you're facing another double ref army, they're usually going to contest oils a lot, so the chances are pretty slim that you will need a pillbox. Regardless, he can just sell it and he didn't lose anything, right? So it's not a bad thing to do. But I guess I would probably like to spend like maybe 4 rifles and a medic instead. That's fine. And it seems like Mr. Moods is not going for a engineer. Probably doesn't want a contest. He's probably not sure that he will even get an oil. The oils are pretty far away here. So as a War Factory first player, it's definitely not easy. But I don't know, in Mood's case, I would have probably gone for that. But at least he kept some rifles safe in his base, was able to protect the power plant and prevent Point One from completely scouting his base. At least he didn't see the power plants. Nonetheless, it's good intel for Point One, because Point One now exactly knows what he's doing. So he made a couple of extra rocket soldiers because he knows that early light vehicle is coming. But that's not going to be the case right now for Mr. Moods, because he is just going for harvesters and he's going for an extra War Factory. So the chances are pretty big that we're going to see a harvester build, which I wouldn't recommend normally, but hey, this is Moods. Moods is an expert at this, at the harvester meta. Let's see, he's up 1 harvester already. Oh, he's going for a ranger. Okay. Interesting. And the engineer, so he does want an oil. Okay, so we're not going to see a harvester build. That's good at least. I didn't want the juice box video that I uploaded earlier from Moods with the harvester build. I didn't want it to be similar to this one. But right now it doesn't seem like it's going to be the case. What the what? What is going on? 3 engineers, double ranger, double light tank. He's making more engineers and also more war factories. What is this going to be? Whereas point 1 is obviously going to go for the regular double ref build. Can't blame him for that, it's a very solid build. And it seems like every harvester, every ranger is going to be filled up with an engineer. And we also have 3 war factories already. Now the good thing is for Moods is that, oh my god, point 1 could get so many kills if, like, this is 2k worth of value. He's going to lose the ranger. And there's 3 war factories, but what I wanted to point out is point 1 doesn't know if these are real or not. It could be fakes. And that's the beauty of France, is that Moods is known to actually use fake buildings a lot. So there is a big chance that point 1 just thinks that those are fake. But they are not. But he's going to need an SD soon though. Because he's going to need that expansion. Because he's going to run out of eco. Or he's going to move the main MCV. What the fuck? Immediately the point 1 excuse list comes up. But holy shit. Which could have been prevented easily, right? Like 6 engine. What the fuck? Anyways, he prevents the expansion from point 1 for now. And yeah, he's going to move out the main MCV. But now every ranger is once again going to be filled up with engineers again. I don't think he lost a single one there, but he did capture the MCV, so that's good. That's good cash for him, yeah. We should be able to stabilize right now. Hopefully goes for an eco slide and keep up his production because he's going to need it. So we're only seeing rangers and light tanks being used. How long does it take? It takes 9 seconds to build a light tank right now with 4 war factories. That's pretty amazing. Okay, now we have all the rangers, but the rangers aren't going to do much versus pillboxes. Alright, so here comes the army. There's turrets, there's pillboxes everywhere, but I don't think Moods is going to do damage in this way. Okay, he finds the SD, he's probably going to go for the SD. Oh, he's gonna capture it. Oh, he's capping the SD. He's trying. Oh, he's gonna get it. He's definitely going to get it. What the fuck is this shit? 5 engineers are just having a party around this SD, doing a ritual, and all of a sudden it becomes theirs. Nothing you can do about the engineering cult. Harvester goes down along the way, and more rangers and more light tanks are coming in slowly. Even the rangers combined are doing some decent damage versus medium tanks. Rocket soldiers are also not going to work with all those rangers there in play. We're actually seeing a little bit of Tiberian Dawn in RA right now. But point 1 is here. He has enough. He's going straight into Moods' main. But I think Moods is going to be fine. Especially when all the rangers come back. All these rangers are just going to blow up infantry. Yeah. And the light tanks should be strong enough to deal with these broken medium tanks, even though with the rangers combined should work. And I don't think he lost anything at all. Yeah, just 1 harvester. But all of his war factories are safe. I'm also a little bit... I'm not sure why Moods... I mean, Moods has so many engineers and so many rangers. He should have taken the oils. Like... Especially because he still doesn't have an SD. He's dependent on this 1 MCV to keep his eco running. I feel he could use all the help he could get. Whereas point 1, I'm not sure what point 1 is thinking right now at this moment. Or like, why did I decide to play moods? Why did I actually believe for once it could have been a normal game? Surprise Moods is sending everything back. The only damage I think he can do severely to point 1 with all those light tanks is just get the power plants. But I'm not sure how long it takes for light tanks to kill like war factories or SDs or whatnot. Is he going to go for that capture again? Yeah, look how much damage light tanks deal to pillboxes. It's pathetic pretty much. Oh, he's capping the MCV. He's blocking point 1. Point 1 doesn't have a chance. Listen, all these engineers are just protected by the light tanks. It's impossible to crush them. And if you don't have pillboxes, I'm not sure I'm not sure about the cell. Like, this is actually pretty good for Moods in the way that he doesn't really need an SD in order to expand. Like, this MCV was right next to a double mine. He could have actually base pushed point 1's expansion here where he has that SD. I'm not sure why Moods is running. I think he can get some really nice crushes, but well, he probably doesn't want to take the gamble, because if he loses this, it's pretty much all he has left, right? Yeah, it is. How is his eco looking? Yeah, his income is not looking too well. So in the long term, he's not going to be able to keep up with point 1. Even though point 1 already lost 2 MCVs, his income is like almost double in terms of Moods. So he can definitely afford more MCVs all the time. Whereas Moods probably can't. So like I said, I'm still not... I don't like the fact that he sold this MCV. We could even argue if the first MCV that he sold was even good, because that one was over here. You would have immediately denied all expansions as well and just make it your own expansion. But look how fast Rangers can deal with rocket soldiers. And yes, they're probably going to lose 1 Ranger. Look at that. They fired once, 3 rockets, and they're all dead. But his army is dwindling though. It's getting smaller and smaller. It's taking more losses. There's the turret. And like I said, the light tanks aren't really good to deal with static defenses. Compared to like medium tanks or rocket soldiers, obviously. I feel they're pretty good for dealing with power plants, for example. That's about it. Let's look at the army value real quick. Moods is ahead, but he has lost more already than compared to point 1. Because of the static defenses. There is no Conyard anymore though, so I was about to say, if Moods kills this... Oh, that was probably the Ranger with the Engineer. Well, I was about to say, if Moods kills this, he has a chance to cap the SD again. There's the main MCV from Moods. He needs to expand, but that also means that his building queue is cancelled because he only has 1. Don't know of each other's MCV over there. Damn. Crushes with the light tanks. Like I said, this doesn't have much power, so as you can see, it's very hard for Moods in this stage to actually deal severe damage to point 1. Harvesters take so long. Once there's a turret down, he'll just immediately retreat. The only thing that Moods is probably good at right now is dealing with infantry, and that's about it. But then again, he can deal with the medium tanks because he's so effective at dealing with the infantry. And oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I think it's time that point 1 is going to lose another MCV here. Look at the Rangers just mowing down infantry. And the light tanks will be able to clean up the medium tanks. And you guessed it, there should be an engineer in here, right? Oh, point one is not even going to give it to him. But yeah, that's fine for Moods as well, right? Moods doesn't care about that. To be fair, I think Moods just... he probably doesn't prefer this, because he loses a lot of money if he sells it again. But still, it buys him a lot of time. And now he's just going to... oh, he's going to take the ref and the PP. I like that. The PP is not really that good, but the ref is just going to give him a little bit more income, because they can just depot at 2 different refs. And now he's taking the ref. Beautiful. So he's actually giving himself some expansions. Here comes the split from point one. Which needs to be careful. Not even going to send him away. Yes, he is. Only 1 dice. There's the SD. Finally, after 15 minutes, Moods wins for an SD. Still no Rex production. $14K versus 5K right now. This is insane. Now he's going to repair everything he has. Light vehicles are very fast to repair. Woods sending the rifles. Yep, it's a nice flank from point one to get the war factory, but it's not going to work, especially not without a tank. If he had a medium tank there, he could have probably do a lot better. Because, like I said, Moods is pretty much only like infantry, counter infantry heavy right now. Man, that service depot is working overtime. But yeah, Moods has triple the value from point one, and his income is getting a little bit better. You have 1 engineer in this entire Ranger squad. And point one is making more MCVs. That's the 3rd MCV he has active right now, but I think it's already the 4th or 5th that he produced. Oh, but here comes another attack onto the SD, and we're not going to even to capture it this time. We're just going to kill it straight away. And there is so many light vehicles that the medium tank don't know what to shoot, man. This is insane. And this expansion is probably not going to fall completely. I think he's just going to take out the power plants and then run. Oh no, he's okay, he's going in. Not sure. Like I said, they're pretty bad against static defenses. But if you have enough, then everything can win against static defenses. Meanwhile, point one is trying to go for a counterattack. Now Moods is finally building infantry as well. After minute 17, he's actually spamming infantry pretty much. Oh, never mind, he put it on hold. Because he is stalling. And like I said, I still don't like the fact that he hasn't gone for these oils. Meanwhile, Moods is in the main base right now. Look at all these light tanks, man. Here comes the infantry, but there's the Ranger squad to deal with that. And he sees the turret, doesn't want to deal with the turret. He sees the rest of the base. Oh, I think he might go for a cap here onto the ref. I'm not sure. Okay, he's going to change his mind. He's going for the SD again. And I don't blame him. Look how fast that just dropped. Takes out the turret. And point one took a little bit of Moods' eco, which is good. He's going to need that. Like in terms of map control, I still think that point one is ahead, but it's mostly just rubbles of what he had. This is insane. This guy is crazy. But it's beautiful to watch. It's something different, right? That's what I like about it. Okay, here comes the flank from Point one once again. And he's doing a good job going for the harvesters, because that's still Moods' weakness, because he... okay, he does have an extra MCV. I'm glad. It's about time. Meanwhile, I also think this is probably the 4th SD that point one is building. Here goes point one again. Is he going to cap the ref? No, just gonna kill it. I think at this point he's not going to cap stuff anymore. Well, this should be good. All of these light tanks and rangers. Look at that! Look how many kills! Look at all! It's instantly dead. Like at this, I think at this point, or probably like at least 10 minutes ago, point one should just throw out every standard build order he has, and I think he should just stop making infantry. I think the best counter for point one, maybe even Blackhawks. Blackhawks would be pretty good, I guess, or just medium tanks and light tanks. I don't know. I'm not even sure about the infantry anymore. I'm 100% being dead serious. Like, the infantry is pretty good against the light tanks. As you can see, they picked off a lot of... Oh my god. It's going to happen. I'm not sure how it's going to go down, but it is going to go down. Don't forget, he is still on 4 war factories, producing light tanks and rangers like a madman. He still has a lot. Let's check out the army graph real quick. He has 18 light tanks and 17 rangers right now, 15 engineers. That's about it. Point one right now made his very first light tank. Or he's producing medium tanks again, at least for now. But props to point one as well for staying alive this long. Not gonna lie about that. That's a pretty solid job. Because the stats are definitely not looking in his favor right now, and every ranger is going to be filled up with an engineer. Alright, let's see how fast this infantry dies this time. Jesus, when you see this, you're probably like, what the fuck is this shit? Like, look at the infantry. Like I said, it doesn't stand any chance, and most of the rangers were actually shooting at the static defenses as well. Okay, here comes the Conyard, here comes the ref. They're all going for the Conyard. Light tanks and rangers are doing a good job trying to keep it safe. Yeah, he's going to get that easily. Point one is not even going to try it out. He's going to try and base straight, but I don't think it's going to work out. There's an MCV, another MCV for Moods. And now he can actually just build from here if he wants to. And luckily the rangers are so fast, and his tanks, point one's tanks are in the front, so most of these are just going to be obliterated. But he's going to give away the war factory for some reason. Oh, maybe not? Yeah, the 2 tanks are definitely going to kill it. That's fine, he still has 3. I would have probably sold it as well. Oh, we have mechanics in here as well. Is he now going to try and steal the medium tanks as well? We have more engineers coming up. Load up the NG, boys. Load them up. We got some capping to do tonight. Another war factory coming down. Moods wants to be on that max production the entire match. I don't even understand why point 1 is going in so much with these small amounts. NGs. 8.1 almost has cleaned up his own buildings and still making MCVs though. Man, what the fuck? Jesus. Who needs an SD when you have mechanics? Well, probably if you want to produce mechanics, you need an SD. All right. Round number 5. Moods is going in again. Rangers are stacked with engineers. The light tanks are there to wreak havoc. All of these medium tanks are low HP. What are you doing in my game? Get out of here. Ooh, that's a lot of pillboxes. I don't think you want to do that. It's annoying that the Rangers go up in front, or they're a lot faster. So in Moods' case, it's really annoying to lose a Ranger. Or it isn't really something you want because every Ranger has an engineer in there right now. Oh, finds the SD. Needs to kill the pillbox because the pillbox, if microed by point 1, well, there's four engineers right now. What are you gonna do about this? And the moment you cap an MCV or you cap a building, that building is inactive, can't be used. So you can't place pillboxes down, etc. when this capping is going on. And that's another one per Moods, another MCV. If Moods was an MCV collector, I would have believed him. Right off the bat. But, like I said, it is hard for him to do actual damage versus point 1. Main base is still completely intact, but... because with all the... like I said, I keep saying it, they're so bad against static defenses. They're terrible. Oh my god, look, there's just more. Not sure why he didn't repair the SD. Mechanics working overtime right now. You have a lot of repairing to do. But they do it pretty fast, for light vehicles at least. And they should both be running out of eco, right? Point 1 still has earned more than Moods over this entire course of the game, which is pretty impressive. Like a vehicle workshop over here. Alright, every Ranger once again is filled up with engineers. There goes Moods. Oh, what? That was weird. Someone called me and they probably changed their mind. Okay, well, that was almost the only army that point 1 had. This is like a good definition of the cleanup crew. They can't kill any bases pretty much, but any army they encounter just gets cleaned up. But he's going for it. Does he have enough light tanks right now? I think he does, guys. I think he does. He has 31 light tanks. Every ranger is filled up with an engineer. Can he do it? Here come all the engineers. Engineers are being unloaded. Let's see what we got. Actually, he should try and cap a static defense. I think it's possible that they can cap pillboxes and shit. I think it also makes them unable to shoot as well. It's 1.1 to play, just a little bit longer. I wanna play, Daddy. It's not time for bedtime yet. Can I please just cap another MCV? Please. No, he's out. Daddy has enough. What a game. Once again, Moods comes out with an incredible build order and comes out on top. This was amazing, beautiful to watch, and just fucking ridiculous, right? It's insane. If I can, I'm going to try and get, I think it's time we should get Moods on for an interview and just see like he comes up with this shit. I hope that's a good idea. If not, well, just shoot me. But it's been amazing. Hope you enjoyed it as well. Thanks a ton for watching, guys, and I'll see you again next time.